the Commissioner of Information for Lagos State, Steve Ayorinde. Can you hear me, sir? Yeah, I think it's a very simple question. A lot of Lagosians are worried. This is not new, but what new solutions are we looking at going forward, first of all? Can you hear me, sir?
Thank you very much. The government has responded. You know that this really didn't come as a surprise. Can you hear me?
Okay, go on. Go ahead, I can hear you. Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Okay, this really didn't come as a surprise, which was why, after, reports from the Meteorological Society, that the rains are going to be heavier this year. We issued, repeated warnings and information to Lagos residents. We were very heavy in sensitization. But of course, it has happened, and we know that the rains will still be there for a number of days. So you see that the entire Lagos City environmental gang, if you like, is on the street. The Commissioner for Environment has addressed the press conference all through yesterday, all through the entire environmental machinery of Lagos State, is out there, including the emergency rescue operations of the state, to reassure people, to work with residents, to work with NGOs, to work with everybody that we need to gather to ensure that we mitigate the effects of the flood. That's what we are doing. The emergency lines are open. People have been calling since yesterday. And we also know that we have two relief camps that are functioning as we speak. One at Goa, close to Ekwe, and the other one on the mainland in Govt. Again, because we knew that a situation like this will happen, this is why the government approved a third relief camp around Lekki, which is not, fully ready yet, but Goa is ready. Igando is ready. The emergency lines are open, and everybody is working around the clock to make sure that it doesn't get any worse than it takes.
Well, that's very good to hear, sir. But we're talking about the future now. I mean, this is not the first time this is happening. I don't know what the plans are, because Lagos will always be a coastal city. There will always be rains here. A lot of people have complained about drains. I mean, the brand new quote-unquote Lekki Express, which is supposed to not be an issue, also had an issue with the rain yesterday. What are the plans going forward with regards to the drainage system in Lagos?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the whole idea of, one, tackling the issue of environment on the one hand, and then the Cleaner Lagos initiative, again, backed by a new set of laws. Every law pertaining to the environment in Lagos State, has been condensed into one to make sure that moving forward, the issue of how we manage our waste, generally is essentially addressed. But of course, that what has happened yesterday is not the type that we have always witnessed. Yes, we have always had issues with the drains. We have always had issues, with the attitude of people building on canals and drains. Those will amount to 40 to 50% of the type of flooding that we have had in the past. The one we had yesterday up till this morning is far, above what we have always had, because this is climate, this is nature. Essentially, it's a climate change issue. You know that on Thursday, similar thing happened in Ghana. Same yesterday, similar thing happened in Japan. We're dealing with it in the same way, that everybody, any coastal city will deal with it. But with what we have put in place with the Cleaner Lagos initiative, and with attention, as the governor has said, attention on the environment, on three main things, moving forward this year: environment, one, transportation, two, and the issue of power. You will see that there are decisive steps that we are taking. This is also an opportunity for us to address issues that have been lingering, particularly in the area of enforcement. It is pretty easy to get emotional when it comes to issues like this, but government can't throw its hands and allow certain inadequacies, to continue to flower. We will have to deal with those issues, but at the same time, continue in sensitizing people in our advocacy and in letting people know that the dangers are real, and therefore we will have a significant reduction aid the issues of drains, attitude of people. We need a complete attitudinal change, and of course, government will now have its own. But the Cleaner Lagos initiative will do a whole load as far as the human element of it, is concerned in the weeks and in the months going forward.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I'll hold you to your word there about dealing with corporates, because I mean it's about time people started paying for this thing.